go. Break the grips away. Break the grips. Look up. Like that. Get your attack. Forward, forward. No, face her, face her. Hips away. Hips away. I've seen it. Bring her down, bring her down. 130, get your one. Hips away. 20.
Around 70, 10 seconds.
Definitely. Go over there. We're going here. We don't go here. Go down. Hey, right up. Get your one again. Right up.
170.
Pacer. Your shot now. Offense now. Like that. Stuff the head. Hey, not over. Stuff the head. There you go like that. The ankle. Your attack. Your shot. Gotta go.
Yeah, Stephanie. Run up.
Half. Get out there, run ahead.
Yeah, Stephanie, run
Wrist
it.
half.
Hey, you run it.
Head pressure.
Yeah.
Up to the side, yeah. Wrist. Find that wrist. Hey, get behind her,
Come on, Stephanie, bring her down.
Lift.
Drag her down.
Big lift. Hey, back to it. Back to the offense. Steph, you gotta be offensive. It's tied right now. 45. Hey, back to your offense. Like that. Hey, the head. It's up the head. Head to the mat. To the mat. Keep circling. Drive her to her hip. Keep circling. Good job. On that half. Left hand under. Right wrist. Half. Right hand half. 20 seconds. Red zone. Finish on top. Drive her forward. Turn. Lift.
Come on, 6 seconds.
You gotta go right to it. She'll go. Left hand wrist, right hand half.
Come on, Steph.
Run it. Half now. Yeah, run it. Keep going. Back to it. Steph, back to it. That's the half.
There you go.
Underneath with the half. Right hand back to the half. Listen. Get to the half. Yes.
Yes.
Sneak it in. Pressure. Now go. Now run it. the half. Back to the half right now. Put it in. Steph, listen. You gotta listen. Stay behind. Stay behind. Back down.
70, trigger.
Lift. Big lift. Come on. Push your way. Let her go. Push your way. Push your way. Let her go. Let her go. Hey. Time. Time. That's it. It's up the head. Up the head.
Come on, 40 seconds.
Hey, back to the underhook.
Come on, Stephanie.
Yeah. Yes. Do it. You sit.
Yes.
Stop.
Come on, keep her there.
Stephanie Kingman wins by decision. Score 9-7.
Wait about.
Under the table.
Next bout for Spartans. Laney Fingerman for Liners Sarah Price.
You're good. You're good.
We see it. We promise. You guys gotta stick with it, right? Good job. Way to battle back. Battle back. Impressive. First period, you're down 4-2. Get back to 9-7.
Inside that time.
Inside time. Inside time with the left arm. Lady, you gotta be inside with your left arm. Inside, yes. Now look for your offense.
Inside.
2 hands to it. Underhook there. Underhook. Roll. Back.
Get the far ankle.
Right hip down. Circle right.
Find that ankle.
Get to the ankle.
Find that ankle. Yeah, yes.
Hips
High leg,
down.
high leg. Keep going. High leg. Keep going.
Grab that elbow.
Spike that leg.
Claw under the head. Claw. Good job.
Half. Head pressure.
You got one side at a time. Get one wrist, one half. Not moving.
Gotta do one. You can't do both.
Hey, Laney, wrist.
One side wrist.
On one side.
Belly, wrist. Bring her down to her belly and wrist. 30 seconds. Don't let her up. Wrist, now half. No, right arm half. You gotta be on that side.
Left hand wrist.
Left hand wrist. Yeah. 10 seconds, finish on top.
Break her back down. Under the arms. Cradle.
Come on, Laney.
Get her flat. Roll the wrist.
There you go. You're good here. Stick with it. Left arm wrist. Left wrist, 3.5. Keep that head pressure on. Yeah, now run it.
Take the half off. Take it off. Take it off.
Hey, we got to really get the ranking.
Hey, lady, you get it on? You get it stuck on her head? Just like I said, right here.
Go.
Go, lady.
Focus on the wrist.
Yeah, good. Now half. Right arm half. Keep that head pressure right there. Now go right arm half. Lady, you got to get underneath with the half.
I keep hearing half of you guys were saying
It's tough.
Get in.
It's only your first year. Eventually you're going to learn.
You're fine here. Keep pushing for it. Hey, back to it. Right arm on the head. Yep.
Come on, lady.
Hit it, run!
On your feet. Roll the wrist. There you go. Extend the arm. Sink it deep. Settle your hips. Good job. All right, guys, let's go. Lock them. Go.
Lady fingers, wins by 4. 3 minutes, 57 seconds.
Hey, shake hands. Hey,
Concludes the JV session.
I'm not dressed. You got that?
From the Phillipsburg High School Gymnasium on the campus of Phillipsburg High School in Lopatcong Township, New Jersey, Stateliner Sports Network proudly presents Phillipsburg High School Wrestling. Tonight, the Stateliners play host to the Spartans of Ocean Township. Good evening, everyone. I'm Mike Moore, and along with Bob Kerp, we'll be bringing you all the hold-by-hold of tonight's matchup. Phillipsburg Ocean Township Wrestling on the Stateliner Sports Network is brought to you by Rothman Orthopedics, proud to be the exclusive partner of the NJSIAA and to support Stateliner Athletics. Visit RothmanOrtho.com to make an appointment and stop dealing with pain. Get back to truly living. By Ahart, Frinzy & Smith, recognized as one of the leading insurance agencies in the United States. Find out more at afsinsurance.com. By Urco Credit Union, 450 Hillcrest Boulevard in Phillipsburg and 2240 Northampton Street in Easton. Great rates, low fees. Clean up those after the holidays bills with a low-cost personal loan. Visit us at urcocu.com. By the Firth Youth Center, a proud promoter of youth athletics. Find them at www.firthyouthcenter.com. By Open Mic, for exclusive coverage of the Stateliners and the entire Hunterd and Warren, Sussex area, follow Mike Weileman's blog at mikeopen.blogspot.com. Follow the Stateliners on Facebook at Phillipsburg HS Wrestling, and follow Phillipsburg Wrestling on Twitter at Pberg HS Wrestling. That's Pberg HS WRESTLIN. Stateliners come into the match tonight with a record of 12-2. Ocean Township comes into the match with a record of 13-5. There are a pair of common opponents between the two schools. Ocean Township lost to Monroe 33-27. Phillipsburg beat Monroe 45-18. And the Spartans beat Raritan 36-25. The Stateliners beating Raritan 49-13. Stateliners come into the match as far as NJ.com, which updated rankings yesterday. They are ranked 11th in the state. They are ranked 10th in the state, according to the New Jersey Wrestling Writers Association. Seton Hall Prep has bound past the Stateliners as Seton Hall Prep picked up 3 wins over top 20 opponents in the last week. So they are in the top 10. The Stateliners are at 11. North Hunterdon is at number 3. In the area, North Hunterdon, Lehigh Valley Live has North Hunterdon number 5 and Phillipsburg number 7. That's behind Nazareth, Bethlehem Catholic, Saucon Valley, Notre Dame. And public address announcer Ed Mancinelli has asked everyone to stand for the playing of our national anthem. Our national anthem from Phillipsburg High School. A couple of scores to pass along to you from earlier today in the Hunterd and Sussex Warren girls basketball tournament. Phillipsburg advancing with a 70-50 win over Wallkill Valley. And the boys beat Newton today 51-41. And they will take on Freehold Borough next Saturday or excuse me, the scheduled game next Saturday with Freehold Borough has been canceled because of the Stateliners participating in the Hunterdon Sussex Warren. So we're going to begin the match tonight at 1:20. For Ocean Township, they have weighed in Gio Paneros, a sophomore, 20-6. Dimitri Paneros, a junior, 3-1. Or senior Alex Taylor, 3-14. For the Stateliners, it'll be junior Logan Matsko, 16-6. Joe DeLomo, a freshman for Ocean Township at 0-5 at 126, would face Joe Inamorato, a sophomore, 20-6 for the Liners, unless one of the three from 120 go up. 132, A.J. Benner, a junior, 3-4, or Nick Napolitani, a junior, 0-6, facing Phillipsburg's Jason Tino, a junior, 17-12. 138, Jack Neese, a senior, 26-2 for the Spartans, against Phillipsburg freshman Hunter Cleaver, 5-6. 145, either Alex Paneros, a senior, 21-3, or sophomore Nick Benner, 13-7, against Phillipsburg senior Jared Kukor, 16-9. 152, either Paneros or Benner against Matt D'Onofrio of the Stateliners, a sophomore, 16-11. 160, Jared Tracy for Ocean Township. He's a sophomore, 21-3. For Phillipsburg, either sophomore Nate Sestowney, 24-5, or sophomore Jay Polito, 4-3. 170, Tajay Phillips, a junior, 20-6, will face either Sestowney or Polito. 182, Christian Pettit for Ocean Township, a senior, 7-13, against either David Pearson, a sophomore, 18-10 for the Liners, or Jake Wicks, a senior, 21-8. At 195, Mateo Shararaga, a junior, 1-3, against either Pearson or Wicks. 220, Alejandro Villaraga, a senior, 15-14, against Phillipsburg junior Gage Horvath, 19-9. 285 for the Spartans, junior Joe Teresi, 26-3. For Phillipsburg senior Cody Krutz, 20-7. At 106, Noah Bard, a freshman, 1-10. Or junior Blake Tarnowski, 17-4, against Phillipsburg sophomore Sean Stashalitis, he's 10-13. And then at 112 for the Spartans, either Bard, Tarnowski, or Chris Loyola, a junior who would be making his first varsity start on the season, against James Day, a sophomore, 22-6. Our referees tonight are Lou Riccardi and Frank Leitner. Flip of the disc goes to Ocean Township. And either Lou or Frank scheduled to come over and let us know what they chose. Here comes Lou. He's going to let us know. Even? All right, so Ocean Township has to be out first in the even bouts. Logan Matsko for Phil against Gio Paneros, a sophomore, 20-6. Facing Logan Matsko, a junior, 16-6. Matsko trying to get in right away in the right leg. Paneros trying to work a front head and arm. Now a barrel roll by Matsko. Unable to finish that. Paneros trying to snap down. Paneros dives in on the left leg of Matsko. Matsko trying to lock up a spladle. Still no advantage. Frank Leitner is the referee for this bout. Matsko in a headlock. No takedown yet, and no takedown for either one. And there's the takedown for Paneros. He's out in front 2-0. Left hand thigh pry.
Paneros 117 to 121 for Matsko. Paneros beaten by James Day 6-0 a year ago.
Trying to work a tilt. Underhooks Matsko's left shoulder. Matsko trying to sit back into him. There's a Peterson roll. He's got the reversal. And did he get any back points? No. No back points. Guess we had 2 1 counts. Paneros trying to sit out and spin. Lever by Matsko trying to bar the right arm. Gives up on that. Reaches for the left wrist. At the edge of the mat, and off they go. So the reversal by Matsko ties the bout at 2, but no back points. Paneros getting set. Matsko left hand tight waist, chops right away at that left elbow. He had the first move on the whistle there. trying to bar that left arm. 30 seconds to wrestle here in the first. About tied at 2. Dave Post has shed the sport coat. Trying to bar the right arm and a half from the opposite side. Trying to take Pineros off. He has him over. Frank Leitner is looking in with under 10 seconds to go. Dave Post yelling at Matsko to pull his head up. He will get 3 back points, and Matsko is ahead 5-2 after 1.
Yeah, Pineros was kind of pivoting on his head to keep from getting pinned there.
Pineros takes neutral to start the second. Gio 10 and 11 a year ago when he was third in District 24. Matsko's in on the left leg, trying to go to a double. Matsko has the takedown. Leads 7-2. Matsko with a left-hand thigh pry. Wants to chop at that right elbow. Takes control of that right arm. 30 seconds gone in the second. Matsko with a reversal, 3 back points, and a takedown for 7. Takedown for Pineros for his 2. Matsko has the right arm barred and has that half again. Now he has the left wrist, lost the bar. Trying to reverse half and a bar and turns him over. 2 count. 3. 2 back points coming. 2 back for Matsko, and then Pineros has a reversal. So the back points made it 9-2. The reversal by Pineros, it's 9-4. Matsko hanging on to the right wrist of Pineros. Matsko gets to his knees. Pineros with a half Nelson from the right side. Matsko sits back into Pineros. Turns, and Pineros maintains control. Matsko reached back for the right leg, couldn't pull it out in front of him. Left-hand thigh pry by Pineros.
Matsko used the Peterson in the first period to get his reversal.
Again, arches back in and another Peterson. Pineros still in control, under 10 seconds to go, and Matsko bellies down. It will be 9-4 Matsko after 2. Matsko, a defending district and region champion, 4th in the 100 in Sussex Warren, 66 career wins. Matsko choosing underneath to start the third. Just underway here at Phillipsburg High School. This is match number 3 in the series with the Spartans. Stateliners lead at 2-0. Left-hand thigh pry by Pineros. Matsko sits back in. Pineros tries to take the right wrist. Run a half Nelson from the right side. Again, Matsko sits, posts the right wrist, and Matsko will get 1. On the escape, it's 10-4 Matsko. Matsko pressures on the head, dives in at the right leg, can't get it.
Matsko had a takedown in the second. Pineros had one in the first.
Matsko with the left leg, trying to hook that leg. Keeps Pineros, trying to keep him down on his left hip. Matsko now has to try to pry the legs apart and turn back into Pineros. He has control of Matsko's left foot, left ankle. Matsko trying to free that ankle, trying to stand Pineros up on his head. There's still no advantage here. Matsko trying to stack him up. Still no advantage. Now they are head to toe at the edge of the mat. Matsko has Pineros' right leg, and a stalemate is called by referee Frank Leitner. We've got 27 seconds to wrestle.
27 seconds. Nothing. You
That's almost had him stacked up there. That was his best opportunity, but he couldn't get his foot free before they flipped over.
This bout here at 120 was one that Coach Scipiapicelli wanted for Ocean Township as Matsko dives in, trying to hook that right leg. Pineros is locked through the crotch. Final 10 seconds.
Hip up here.
Yeah, Matsko hanging on to the leg. That's going to do it. Matsko will win a 10-4 decision at 120, and after one, Phillipsburg leads Ocean Township 3-0. Ocean Township has to be out first here. That's Joe Innamorato for Phillipsburg. Alex Taylor will go up from 120. So Taylor is a senior, 3-14, and going to give some weight to Joe Innamorato.
Yeah, he's 121.5 to 127.4 for Innamorato.
Innamorato trying to underhook the right shoulder. And a right hand behind the head of Taylor as Innamorato maybe trying to set up a throw. 30 seconds gone, no advantage. Wrestlers break apart. Innamorato underhooking the right shoulder. And a hand behind the head. Went for a barrel roll and missed the right leg. Now front head and arm by Taylor. Innamorato horses his way around to Taylor's right, and it's a takedown for Innamorato. He leads 2-0. Left hand tight waist, wants to hammerlock the left wrist. Taylor trying to free that wrist. Innamorato now has it hammerlocked. And a tight waist, wrapping that right hand tight waist around the left side. Innamorato breaks down Taylor. Lou Riccardi is the referee for this bout. Under 30 seconds to go in the first. Wants to try, and he's got that left wrist hammer locked and then trying to pick him up through the crotch. Stalling warning on Taylor. Final 10 seconds here of the first. Innamorato wraps that tight waist around the left side, and he will ride out the first to head 2-0. Innamorato is a defending district champ, 5th in the region a year ago. 2nd in the 100 Sussex Warren, and 36 career wins. And Innamorato chooses down. Taylor cuts him, it's 3-0. Innamorato dove in quickly on the left leg. Taylor wants that front head and arm. Innamorato in on the left leg. To a double, trying to pick them up over top his head. Dumps him down to his right hip. Hooks that left leg. Taylor trying to fight him off through the crotch. Takedown for Innamorato. And he leads 5-0. Takes the left wrist. Wraps the tight waist around the left side.
Innamorato really methodical the way he finishes a takedown attempt.
Wants to bar the left arm. Has the arm barred. Taking the right wrist. Up on his toes to run the bar. And he's got Taylor on his back. Lou Riccardi looking in, and the fall. In 3:04 for Joe Innamorato, and we're through 2. The Stateliners lead Ocean Township 9-0. Jason Tino for Phillipsburg at 132. The junior is 17-12. A.J. Benner, a junior, coming back from injury. AJ is 3-4 on the season.
Both weighed at 133. Benner lost to Bryce Parenti a year ago, 6'4".
Tino tried to work a throw. Now he has front-handed arm trying to horses his way around to Benner's left. And Tino has a takedown, leads 2-0. Once that near leg far arm tilt. Trying to lock up a cradle. Trying to take he may have a cradle. Took the right elbow back to the knee. Can't tell if he has his hands. Nope, no cradle. Riding out the left side. Drives a half. Stepping across. Uses his legs to try and drive now around the head, and Benner is able to belly down. Now he has the left arm barred and drives him over. Matsko will try and set it up again. He has 3 back points.
Had that half really deep, just didn't have anything with it, and Benner went with him.
4-0. Benner tries to sit. Matsko picks up on the legs, maintains control, and they go off to our left with Matsko ahead 4-0.
As he had that half in there, Benner was using his leg to fight Tino off to keep him from rolling him over.
All right, Tino gets set. Right hand tight waist, left elbow. Benner trying to reach back with a headlock. Tino maintains control, keeps the left leg in. Trying to work a tilt out to the left side. He's got some back points coming again. Benner rolls on through. Benner rolls on through with a headlock. 2 back points. And Benner tried to throw Tino to his back, but he's able to belly down. So it's should be 6-2, I believe, after 1. I think he had 2 back points.
I agree.
They have 4-2 on the board. Apparently no back points. So it's 4-2, Tino over Benner. Tino came out the back door and has a reversal. Tino on top, 6-2. Takes the left wrist, breaks down Benner. Wants to bar that left arm. And reaches for the right wrist, drives Benner over. Frank Leitner counting out the back points as he tries to get more on that left shoulder. Still driving and a body press. Frank Leitner looking in at that left shoulder. He's got plenty of time. Fall. That one comes in 3:05. And we are through 3. It's Phillipsburg 15 and Ocean Township nothing.
Tino really sank that half deep once again. Had enough time to put the press on him and get the pin of Benner.
Knocking off Benner, a district runner-up a year ago. Jack Neese and Hunter Cleaver at 138. Neese is a senior, 26-2. Cleaver's a freshman, 5-6. Neese gets in on the right leg, picks that leg up, trips Cleaver, and Neese has a takedown, leads 2-0.
Neese lost to Kyle Tino a year ago, 6'4".
He gives Cleaver an escape, 2-1.
Neese has a 1-pound advantage.
Got in on the left leg, and then Cleaver tried to throw him on by. It's a takedown for Nice. Cleaver has to belly down. Takedown makes it 4-1. He's trying to turn Cleaver with a half. Now he's got both legs in, trying a power half, turn him to his left. Stopped potentially dangerous by referee Lou Riccardi with a minute to wrestle in the first. Nice is going to indicates he will cut him. 4-2. Cleaver shot right in. Nice got behind him and gets a takedown. Nice has 3 takedowns and a 6-2 lead.
It's a quiet gym tonight.
It is it's very quiet.
We're hearing both coaches. I mean, I'm hearing both coaches.
Escape for Cleaver at 6-3. Nice is in on the right leg. Takedown. It is 8-3. Cleaver trying to toss him here out of that. Can't do it. Nice gets the legs in. Cleaver trying to stand. Stands and reaches around trying to throw Nice out to his left. But Nice maintains control in the edge. Sneaks a look at the clock. Under 10 seconds to go here in the first. And Nice, with his 4 takedowns, will have an 8-3 lead after 1. Cleaver will take down to start the second. Nice, a district and region runner-up a year ago, placed 8th in the state.
Cleaver's set up there facing right. He's the first one to do that tonight. So Lou Riccardi let him do it.
Nice gets the left leg in, trying to work a power half. Tries to work that, take Cleaver, cup him under the chin. Nice has to watch his own back there as he's trying to get Cleaver towards his. Cleaver sits back into him. Cleaver trying to hook a leg and turn in. Now hips up and over, and Cleaver has a reversal. And it's 8-5. He's trying to set up that mouse trap.
Let's get one here. Look, Pete. Look, Pete. Look, Pete.
Nice around the leg. That's what Cleaver wanted as he pressures on the head. And Cleaver's in danger of losing him here. Ties up the left wrist of Nice. Nice trying to push, get his head out of there. There's the reversal back by Nice. And it's 10-5 in favor of the Spartan senior.
And Cleaver found himself in a sitting position there with no leverage.
Among those in attendance tonight is former Stateliner runner-up John Garrix, who was very good with that mouse trap.
Red zone, Nice. Let's get a turn.
Nice trying to take the right wrist, wrap a tight waist around the left side. Now he puts the claw on the right shoulder. Cleaver trying to stand. Nice still has Cleaver's left leg hooked. Under 2 seconds to go, and he won't get out. It's 10-5 Nice after 2.
Coach Posted told you that it was Garrix who taught him the mousetrap.
Correct. 12-5, I'm sorry, after 2. Cleaver, Nice taking underneath in the third. Nice with a hand behind. Cleaver's trying to set up that mousetrap again. Sinks that reverse half. Nice near a reversal here. Cleaver trying to hang on to the left leg of Nice. There's a reversal for Nice. 14-5 Nice. Has built to a major. Nice has 121 career wins for the Spartans.
So the fourth bout tonight, we've already seen 7 reversals.
Nice was a Shore Conference tournament champion last weekend. Was 35-8 last year when he finished 8th, and 30 wins as a freshman and a sophomore.
He's shown good.
There's a hazard tilt that Nice trying to turn Cleaver. Cleaver tries to avoid being turned and trying to reverse here. Nice still has Cleaver's left leg. Nice is still in control. Cleaver's got to free that left leg, and it's a stalling call on Nice, which stops it, and Cleaver is still underneath. Cleaver likes to scramble.
He doesn't mind in being in odd situations. He's got good mat awareness.
Nice cuts him. It's 14-6. See if Cleaver can get a takedown and take care of the major. Nice gets in on the right leg. Cleaver Nice comes out, trying to come out the back door. Cleaver trying to reach behind the left leg. Still no advantage here. Nice wants to take Cleaver's right hip to the mat and gets the takedown right before the buzzer. So it's a 16-6 major decision for Jack Nice of Ocean Township. We're through 4. It is Phillipsburg 15 and Ocean Township 4.
5 takedowns for Jack Nice there.
Alex Paneros, a senior, 21-3. And Jared Kukor of Phillipsburg, a senior, 16-9. There's a power shrug and a takedown for Paneros to lead Kukor 2-0. Paneros trying to get the left leg in and an escape for Kukor. It's 2-1. Kukor with a shot. He's looking for a throw at the edge, trying to underhook Paneros' left shoulder, and they're off back to the center.
Paneros ducked down for a barrel roll there. Both wrestlers weighed in at 146.
Dimitri Paneros and Alex are brothers. Gio, who went at 120, is a cousin.
It's not his move, but Paneros looked vulnerable to an ankle pick there as Kukor lowered his level.
1 minute to go here in the first. Kukor tried to work an arm drag. Now he's in on the left leg as Paneros sprawls. Paneros locks through the crotch. Dave Prost yelling at Kukor to try and lift him. And it's Paneros trying to do lifting here through the crotch as he tries to hook the left leg of Kukor. Kukor trying to stand with that left leg. Still no advantage here. Paneros got locked through the crotch. Still no advantage in this scramble. Paneros now in a sitting position. And Paneros now has an arm, trying to work a Russian tie. The front head and arm by Kukor. And the first period ends 2-1, Paneros.
That was a slick move by Paneros at the end there to reach out his right leg to try to cup the near leg of Kukor.
That was a very entertaining 2-1 first period. Kukor underneath to start the second. Kukor finishing 6th in the Hunterdon Sussex Warren. He has 20 career wins. Paneros throwing the left leg in. Now he has the left leg in. Kukor trying to reach back around the hip and pull him out in front. Pineros wants a near leg far arm tilt. Yeah, now he gets both, had the right leg in but lost it. Breaks down Kukor with the left leg in. Keeps pressure on the head, back on the head and neck of Kukor. 1 minute to wrestle here in the second. Trying to turn him to his left with a power half. Sinks that power half. He has Kukor on his back in the fall. In 3:07 with a power half for Alex Pineros. And we are through 5. It's Phillipsburg 15 and Ocean Township 10.
Very effective power half there from Alex Pineros.
Nick Benner, who weighed in at 145. He's a sophomore, 8-7. Or correction, 13-7. Facing Phillipsburg sophomore Matt D'Onofrio, 16-11.
So D'Onofrio with almost 7 pounds on him here.
Lou Riccardi is the referee for this one. So the Stateliners have 2 falls. There's a power shrug by D'Onofrio, but out of room, no advantage. Stateliners have a pair of falls and a regular decision, and Ocean Township has a fall and a major. Benner in on D'Onofrio's left leg, trying to drive through that now with a double. D'Onofrio flattens him out. D'Onofrio wants to try and pry those legs apart. They're the hands apart from behind his left knee. Still no advantage. And they're off at 1:03 to go in the first.
Benner dropped his level, and D'Onofrio really didn't react very quickly.
1 minute. Your offense here, Nick.
Wrestlers tie up, then break apart. Half a shot by Benner. They eye each other up. Benner trying to get in on a double. D'Onofrio sprawls. Benner circled at the edge. Now has a hand and wrist behind the left knee of D'Onofrio.
We've been here before.
Again, tries to switch to the double, locks his hand and a wrist behind that left knee. Stalemate's called by Lou Riccardi with 24 seconds to go in the first.
Both times D'Onofrio had to drape over top, use the arm around the waist just to fight him off, but he's not picking up the first move on Benner's takedown attempts.
Final 10 seconds. Ankle pick by D'Onofrio, spinning. Benner blocked him off. Left hand and wrist. First period scoreless at 1:52.
Came close. That was a good swat with his left arm to get that ankle. Just couldn't keep it.
D'Onofrio underneath to start the second. Roll by D'Onofrio for a reversal.
That's his best move from underneath, clearly.
And leads 2-0.
We really haven't seen it in a couple of matches.
Traps the left arm.
Tends to ride a little high.
Reaching for controlling both wrists. Gives up on that. Chops at that left elbow. There's a roll by Benner. Then Benner tries to block D'Onofrio off as he tries to spin around to his right. He may be near one at the edge, and he lost him, had a front head and arm. So on the escape for Benner, it's 2-1 as they go off in front of the scorer's table.
Hey, stay offensive here, Nick. You gotta get a takedown here, right? One takedown here. Those takedowns are gonna come. Stay offensive. Keep doing the work. Keep doing the work.
Wrestlers tie up. We've got a minute to wrestle here in the second. 2-1 lead for Stateliner sophomore Matt D'Onofrio. Missed on the ankle pick to the right leg.
Just went down a little slower for it that time. First period, his left arm shot out really quickly.
Nick Benner finishing third in the district last year. He has 33 career wins. He again tries to drive through. D'Onofrio horses him down. Benner locking a hand and a wrist behind D'Onofrio's left knee. D'Onofrio trying to pry those hands apart and go around to Benner's left and get himself a takedown at the edge of the mat. Benner again tries to circle him back in, get in on that double. D'Onofrio sprawls. Second period ends 2-1. D'Onofrio. Benner's choice, and he'll go underneath in the third.
So it's 4 times they ended up with Benner underneath, D'Onofrio draped over top of the back.
D'Onofrio is going to give him the escape. So it's 2-2, working takedowns. There has not been a takedown in the bout.
D'Onofrio is better with a lockup here because Benner's penetration's a little too quick for him.
D'Onofrio is in on the left leg. Trying to pick that leg up. Goes to a cradle and has to roll on out the back door and gets a takedown. And off they go. So D'Onofrio with the takedown goes ahead 4-2.
It's an odd sequence, but effective for D'Onofrio.
D'Onofrio's going to cut him. So it's 4-3 D'Onofrio. You know, Benner has been able to penetrate Bob, but if D'Onofrio would just sprawl and lay on him, it's like Benner's not able to pick him up.
Yeah, that's how they ended up 4 times. I said the lockup is better here because D'Onofrio gets a grip and can sense what he's doing. Benner just lowers his level. D'Onofrio's not reacting quickly enough.
Missed on an ankle pick, then spins around behind. Benner rolls. Benner trying to get in on D'Onofrio's right leg. This has been a very entertaining 4-3 bout. D'Onofrio has, again, draped over top. Locks through the crotch, trying to take Benner down to his hip. They're at the edge. D'Onofrio, or Benner trying to come out the back door. Lou Riccardi looking in, says they're off, no takedown.
This will be discussed.
Coach Appicelli coming over to the scorer's table to talk to Lou Riccardi. Sippy Appicelli's in his 9th year, 148-69 for Ocean Township. They were the Central Jersey Group 3 champs a year ago and got knocked off by West Essex in the Group 3 semis. All right, 26 seconds to go. Working takedowns again with D'Onofrio on top, 4-3. No stalling warnings. D'Onofrio ties up with him and circles. Benner dives in, D'Onofrio sprawls, and they're off at 7.1 seconds.
Benner's got to be a little frustrated here because he's ended up in that spot so many times.
Stalling warning on D'Onofrio, and D'Onofrio will get a takedown. D'Onofrio will win the bout 6-3 at 152.
That was his best counter there at the end, but might have been just not as good a shot from Benner as he was frustrated and needed to get something at the end.
So we're through 6. It's Phillipsburg 18 and Ocean Township 10. At 160, Phillipsburg has to be out first. It's Nate Sestowney. He's a sophomore, 24-5. Okay, so they have moved up. They will move up Jared Tracy. And this is Williams Laros Soleri. He is a senior, 0-7. Sestowney has a quick takedown and leads 2-0. Driving a half Nelson, or a power half, to turn him over to his left. Body pressed by Sestowney, power half and a fall in 29 seconds. We are halfway through. It's Phillipsburg 24 and Ocean Township 10. Stateliners 3 falls, 2 regular decisions. So Jared Tracy will go up from 160 to 170, where he'll face Jay Polito, who also weighed in at 160. Tracy is a sophomore, 21-3. Polito is a sophomore, 4-3. Tracy dives in on the left leg. Pressure on the head by Sestowney. Tracy trying to pick up that left leg, and Polito lost his balance. Tracy has a takedown. Leads 2-0. Trying to take the left elbow back to the knee. Going across the body to control the left shoulder. Now breaks down Polito.
Hey, you can put 2 on it and go across. Walk to the head. Walk to the head. 2 on it, walk to the head. 2 on it, walk to the head.
Polito gets to his knees. Now he reaches for that cradle again. Breaks down Polito.
Tracy at 161 to Polito's 157.
And trying to reach across for the left elbow. Trying to take that back, now reach behind the left knee.
Now go, commit to it. Hey, post your left arm on the elbow.
Reaches inside for the left wrist, now left hand thigh pry. Puts the right leg in. It's up a little high. Wants to break down Polito.
Finish on top, Jared, finish on top. Be smart here.
Final 10 seconds of the first. Trying to work a power half and turn Polito. Lou Ricciardi, 1 count, 2, 3, 4, 2 back points. 4-0 Polito after 1. And we have a little blood time for Tracy. So if you've just joined us, we began at 120. Logan Matsko of Phillipsburg had won a 10-4 decision over Gio Paneros. 126, Joe Innamorato of Phillipsburg, a fall 304 and an arm bar over Alex Taylor. 132, Jason Tino of Phillipsburg, a fall with an arm bar and 305 over A.J. Benner. 138, Jack Neese, 8th place in a year ago for Ocean Township, won a 16-6 major over Hunter Cleaver. 145, Alex Paneros, a fall with a power half and 307 over the Stateliners' Jared Kukor. 152, Matt D'Onofrio of Phillipsburg won a 6-3 decision over Nick Benner. And at 160, the Stateliners' Nate Sestowney, a fall with a power half in 29 seconds over Williams Lardselier. Tracy goes underneath to start this second, and he reverses quickly to go up 6-0.
Left arm on the left elbow.
Reaches back, left hand thigh pry. Trying to work a power half. Trying to pick that left leg off from coming in. Trying to work that power half to the right. 1 count. 2, 3, 4. That was 5 from Lou Riccardi. Now he sinks that again. 3 back points. 9-0 Tracy. Still has Pinero's, or excuse me, Tracy still has Polito's wrist. Trying to drive that power half and turn him to his right. Has that right leg in. Trying to drive Polito over. Trying to turn him to his right. Has Polito stretched out. Stalemate's called by Lou Riccardi with 31 seconds to go.
It was the best result Polito could hope for, because that power half, he really wasn't getting it going anywhere.
Tracy has 36 career wins, 3rd in the district a year ago, 2nd in the Wendy Pandy Lake tournament to start the season. Polito tried to come out the back door, and then Tracy wanted a headlock. Tracy trying to stalling warning called on Tracy as he trips Polito back down. Trying to work that power half with 10 seconds to go in the second. Polito gets to his knees. And we are through 2. It is 9-0 Tracy.
After that break in the action from the power half, Polito did a better job of blocking off Tracy from throwing the legs in.
And Polito will go underneath to start the 3rd.
Now need to do it again.
Polito stands, he's out. On the escape, 9-1. Polito goes in for the tie-up. $20 seconds gone here in the 3rd. Polito ties up the wrist.
Tie-up mostly gives him the advantage of just knowing where Tracy is. I don't think he's got to work an upper body move here.
Power shrug by Polito. Trying to get, he's behind Tracy, trying to pick up the right leg, and off they go at the scorer's table neutral with 1:15 to go in the bout.
It was an effective power shrug.
Wrestlers tie up. We have a minute to go in the bout. With Tracy on top, 9-1. There's a takedown for Polito. And it's 9-3.
Worked that same move.
He's an escape. It's 10-3. So right now, Polito has worked to avoid the major. So it's Tracy who has to be the aggressor here to try to get that bonus point. 30 seconds to go in the bout. Polito was trailing 9-0, and he's back to 10-3. No stalling warnings, or actually there is a stalling warning on Tracy on top. Dives in, and Polito flattens him out. Polito will try to spin around to his left. Can pry the hands apart and spin, trying to hook the leg on Tracy. 1 second to go. And that'll be a 10-3 regular decision for Jared Tracy. We're through 8. It's Phillipsburg 24 and Ocean Township 13.
It's a good finish for Jay Polito coming back on what appeared to be a lopsided match through 2 periods.
So they move up Tajay Phillips from 170 to 182 to face David Pearson, who tries to hit a throw. Phillips is in on Pearson's left leg, and Pearson fights that off. There's no advantage as they come off the mat in front of the Stateliner bench across the way.
They squared off a year ago. Pearson with a pin in 5 minutes.
Pearson's in on the right leg behind the knee, and that's stopped potentially dangerous by referee Frank Leitner.
Inside tie, right arm.
30 seconds gone here in a scoreless first. This is the 9th of 14. Stateliners on top 24-13. Pearson trying to drive through in the right leg, and they're off no advantage. Stateliners will be here on Monday against Milburn, and then Wednesday against the winner of Middletown South and Cranford. Stateliners have never lost a quarterfinal or a semi in sectional competition. So we will have Wednesday's match for you at 6:50. No broadcast on Monday against Milburn. Pearson pushing in as he underhooks the right shoulder on Phillips. Snaps him down, he's trying to spin around. Pearson has a takedown. Phillips able to belly down. Pearson on top 2-0, right in front of our Stateliner Sports camera, trying to bar the left arm and around the head and turn him over. Off right in front of us, 21 seconds to go.
Good reverse of direction for Pearson to get that takedown.
Phillips is set. Now Pearson, left-hand tight waist. Trying to sink a power half. Breaks down Phillips. Can he turn him as the period comes to an end here? Under 10 seconds to go. Pearson has trying to drive him over to his left. 1 count. That's all. Pearson 2-0 after 1. Phillips' choice. And he takes neutral to start the second.
So in takedowns, Phillipsburg with a 9-8 advantage. 5 of those were racked up by Ocean at in the 138 bout from Jack Neese.
Phillips has 35 career wins. Phillips is hit for stalling. Is Pearson able to get him backing up? Phillips dives in, front head and arm, trying to keep the left leg of Pearson. Pearson trying to flatten him out and step across. Pearson has posted the left wrist. Trying to horse him off his base. Stalemate's called by Frank Leitner with 1:23 to go in the second.
See how strong Phillips is.
Looking for a bear hug is Pearson. Has a takedown as he just drives through Phillips. Second takedown, Pearson on top 4-0.
It was just better balance.
Trying to cup Phillips under the chin and then turn him. Now he wants to bar the left arm. Has him under the chin. Gives up on that. Now wants to bar the left arm. Might be trying to work a check back a la Jake Wicks. Flattens him out. Now he wants to work a power half. Takes the left wrist. Drives Phillips over. Phillips is going to get 1 for neutral. 2 back points for Pearson. and then the escape. So it's 6-1. Pearson working takedowns with 28 seconds to go in the second. Trying to work a bear hug. Pearson reaches then for the right leg and dumped Phillips down, but off the mat, says Frank Leitner, with 13 seconds to go.
Both of those moves from that double underhook have been counters. As Phillips tries to duck down and grab a leg and just doesn't have the leverage.
Pearson trying to set up the bear hug. Locked the hands behind him, but he's going to run out of time. He's got the takedown. Ran out of time. That's 2 back points and a takedown. It's 10-1. Had Pearson had, I think, 3 more seconds, that was lights out.
Yeah, he had him right where he wanted him at that point. And really a better position from any of the 3 previous double underhooks he had.
10-1 Pearson here as we're in the third.
I think top was his choice here.
Trying to power half him to his left. It was Pearson's choice. Phillips had taken neutral in the second. Drives the bar. Hooks the left leg. Phillips reaching back around Pearson's left leg. Pearson takes him off his base.
I was just checking the choice because the top choice is unusual.
Wants to pick him up and stack him up. The noise you hear is from the Phillipsburg fans to our right, who had a pretty good view of that stack up.
Yeah.
Frank Leitner made no indication at all.
Right.
Has the left arm, there's a stalling call on Phillips and a stalling point for Pearson. It's 11-1. Pearson takes the right wrist. Wants to take that through and stack him up. Has the arm pulled all the way across and walks out in front. Pearson maintains control. Throws in the right leg in power half, drives him over.
Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Good.
And he's got to escape. 2 back points for Pearson to make it 13-1. The escape 13-2. Looking for the bear hug. Pearson cannot work a throw. They're off at 1.6 seconds to go.
He's had double underhooks at least 5 times.
David Pearson wins a 13-2 major decision. And we are through 9. It's Phillipsburg 28 and Ocean Township 13. Ocean Township has to be out first here at 195. This could be Mateo Chavaraga against Jake Wicks. Or is it Christian Pettit? It's Pettit. Pettit is a senior, 7-13. And for Phillipsburg, it's senior Jake Wicks, 21-8. So they both weighed in at 182.
Yeah, both weighed 179. 179-1 exactly for both.
I think Ocean Township has made all the moves they had to make to try to win this tonight. Wicks reaches for a leg, can't pull it in. Wicks reaches for that high crotch, can't get it, and they backpedal. Wicks tried to reach for the right leg, couldn't pull it in. Tries to underhook the right shoulder now, drop down in the right leg and can't get it. Down to 50 seconds here, scoreless first. Stateliners with a 28-13 lead. Stalling warning on Pettit. First warning for stalling with under 30 seconds to go in the first.
Wicks pinned Monroe's Nico Staiana in a minute, and Staiana pinned Pettit in a minute.
Final 10 seconds of a scoreless first. Jake Wicks reaches for the left leg, can't get it. And we're scoreless after one here at 195. Pettit underneath to start the second. Stands and he's out. Pettit has an escape and a 1-0 lead. Pettit finished 7th in the Wendy Pandy Lay tournament to start the season. Wicks reaches for a leg, can't get it. There's a stalling call against Pettit, so it's 1-1.
Yeah. Wicks was driving him to the end line here. Not a position Pettit wanted to be in, having already received the stalling warning early in the first.
And when they get to the edge, you can just hear Andy Fitz on Wednesday yelling, circle, circle.
Yeah. Wrestler's got to be aware of his mat position and, the situation of already having a stalling warning.
Tell you, Pettit may be near another stalling call because Wicks keeps reaching for a leg. Pettit has not been very offensive and is doing a lot of backing up. There's a stalling call. That's a second point, and Wicks has a 2-1 lead. Then he takes a shot. Wicks works a throw. Wicks has a takedown. He's got Pettit on his back. Lou Riccardi's looking in the fall. In 3:19 for Jake Wicks. We're through 10. It's Phillipsburg 34 and Ocean Township 13. Stateliners have 4 falls, a major, and 2 regular decisions.
Wicks just caught him as Pettit tried to go in underneath.
Alejandro Villarraga, a senior, 15-14 for Ocean Township. For Phillipsburg, junior Gage Horvath, who is 19-9. Horvath looking for a Russian tie, drops down to a double leg, trying to settle for a single. Gives up on that. Looking for an inside trip is Villarraga. Around the head of Horvath. He wants to try and horse him to his knees.
Horvath pinned him in 237 a year ago.
Trying to snap. Stalemate's called by Frank Leitner.
Horvath beat Monroe's Jack Richards 8-3. Richards beat Villarraga 10-8.
Horvath's looking for a bear hug. There's the jack up. Headlock is missed by Villarraga, and there's no advantage. Horvath's going to try and go that bear hug again. Headlock. Yeah, Horvath gets in on the right leg behind the knee to a double and has a takedown. Horvath leads 2-0. Horvath win can ice the match for the Stateliners. Reaching behind the right knee. Now let's try and put the right leg in. There's an escape for Villarraga. 2-1 in favor of Horvath. 20 seconds to go. He's looking for that bear hug. Jack tried to jack him up. Villaroca looking for a headlock. Horvath wants to try and jack him up again. I think they're both very comfortable working up high. And Villaroca, wants to try for that headlock while he's being jacked up. After one, Horvath 2-1.
Horvath's so much taller that jacking up Villaroca just doesn't give him a lot of room to work with.
Horvath goes underneath to start the second. And Villaroca will cut him. 3-1 Horvath working takedowns in the second. Gage, a defending district champ. 4th in the Bethlehem Holiday Tournament. 3rd in the Hunterdon Sussex Warren. Ranked 5th in this weight class by Lehigh Valley Live. He's got 39 career wins.
Horvath likes that Russian tie. Wants to work upper body here.
Villaroca wants that headlock again.
His takedown in the first was on a double, and I think he can have it again if he wants it.
Villaroca reaches for a leg, and they're off as Horvath tried to get the two-leg tackle at the edge as they went off. No advantage with 1:18 to go in the second. Horvath wants the Russian tie. Stalling call on Villaroca. First warning. There's a right, drops down to the right leg. Horvath lost his balance and ends up giving up a takedown, and the bout is tied at 3. Injury time for Horvath. Phillipsburg trainer Dwayne Bryda out there to take a look at him as he's flexing that right leg and knee.
I think he got banged up in one of the earlier moves over at the left side.
Yes, yep, I thought he was flexing that before. That's what I thought too,
in
Bob.
some discomfort as he came back to the center. Yeah, he had a good grip on that leg as he dropped down, just lost his balance.
The knee is, both knees really are taped up. Doing a little more flexing with that. He says he's okay. He's going to be underneath. Used 41 seconds of his injury time. And he's going to cut Horvath. So Horvath regains the lead at 4-3 and will work takedowns.
Interesting, Villaroca would rather work on his feet here.
And not even try to ride, and not even try to ride after the injury. Horvath trying to underhook. Looks for that bear hug. Then tries to come out of that drop down to the right leg. Villaroca is able to avoid it. Under 20 seconds to go here in the second. Going to be Villaroca's choice in the third. Final 5 seconds here. We're through 2. Horvath in front 4-3. Did Villaroca choose?
Must have chose. No, okay, so he chose down and Horvath cut him.
All right, so that made it 4-4. And then the stalling point for Horvath, he's ahead 5-4.
It was subtle because Lou Riccardi was looking over to the Ocean bench to clue them in on it, which is the only reason I knew.
I wasn't sure that he had taken bottom. I mean, it certainly made sense.
It was verbal because he was looking over to the bench for direction.
Horvath's looking for that bear hug.
So
40 seconds gone here in the third.
It was all verbal, and his indication to The referee is what he wanted.
Horvath has the right leg to a double at the edge and gets the takedown. Horvath goes up 7-4. He's going to cut Villaroga. Make it 7-5. Looks for that bear hug again. Jacks him up. Trying to get a leg in.
He picked up a stalling point there.
Okay, so it goes to 8-5. Villaroga has to be the aggressor here, trailing 8-5. And again, a Horvath win will seal the match for the Stateliners. Also be the Stateliners' 8th bout win of the night.
Gonna get him stalling again here.
Horvath, there's the call. That's 2. 10-5 Horvath. He's just backing him up. Horvath dives in on the right leg with under 10 seconds to go. Inside trip attempted by Villaroga. And it will end 10-5 decision for Gage Horvath of Phillipsburg at 2:20. We're through 11, and Phillipsburg has an insurmountable 37-13 lead. Joe Teresi, a junior, 26-3, and Cody Krutz for Phillipsburg, a senior, 20-7 at 285.
Krutz pinned him a year ago in 520.
Teresi's a defending district champion, 3rd in the region last year. 20 seconds gone here, no advantage. Teresi trying to horse Krutz down to his knees. And then cut the corner, spin around to his right. Teresi has a takedown. Leads Krutz 2-0. Trying to drive a half from the right side. Steps through on Krutz. Krutz able to pick off the half. Now he's trying a power half. Takes the left wrist. Pressure on the head and neck of Krutz. Krutz to his knees. Wants a left-hand thigh pry, trying to take Krutz off his base. 50 seconds to go here in the first. Trying to run a half Nelson again from the right side on Krutz. Krutz reaching back for the left leg, can't pull it out in front of him.
30.
Left-hand thigh pry. Trying again to take Krutz off his base. Got a little high. Now he's trying to load up a cradle here. Krutz stands and Teresi maintains control as they go off at 17 seconds.
Krutz had taken control of that right arm, and they would have gotten free if he didn't run out of real estate. Teresi's got 4 pounds on Krutz.
Trying to run a power half. 5 seconds to go here in the first. And it's 2-0 Teresi after 1. Teresi underneath to start the second. Krutz trying to break him down. Teresi trying to crawl away. Krutz keeping that weight high on Teresi's back. Teresi stands, and at the edge, nope, no escape, says Lou Riccardi. We're back to the center. Teresi gets set. Teresi sits, tries to turn in. Krutz now out in front, trying to work a throw, hip up and over, and Teresi popped his head out of that. And Teresi has a reversal. Leads Krutz 4-0. Teresi has 74 career wins. He finished third in the Shore Conference tournament last week. Finished second in the Mustang Classic Brick Memorial over the holidays. Minute to wrestle here in the second. Cody Krutz has an escape. It's 4-1. Krutz finishing third in the district last year and fifth in the region. Fifth in this year's Bethlehem Holiday Tournament, fifth in the 100 in Sussex Warren, and ranked fourth in this weight class by Lehigh Valley Live. Cody has 47 career wins. Under 30 seconds to wrestle here in the second. 4-1 lead for Joe Teresi of Ocean Township. Trying to snap down on the head of Krutz. Cody pops his head out of that. Final 10 seconds here of the second. And we are through two. It's 4-1 Teresi. Krutz will go down in the third. Teresi left-hand tight waist. Reaches inside for the right wrist. Left-hand thigh pry. Trying to break down Krutz. Cody controlling the left wrist. Teresi trying to pick up on the left ankle and break him down. Once that left-hand thigh pry, can't get Krutz off his base. Cody trying to stand. Then Teresi picks up the left ankle. Krutz tried to dive away. Teresi maintains control. Krutz gets to his knees. Teresi with pressure on the head. Krutz is out. On the escape, 4-2 in favor of Teresi. First period takedown. Second period reversal for his 4. Krutz has a pair of escapes.
Krutz typically likes that power shrug, but not really getting a good leverage here in these tie-ups.
40 seconds to go in the bout. They break apart. Krutz trying to snap down.
30 seconds, 30.
They break apart.
Get to it.
20 seconds to go in this one.
15 seconds.
Let's go. Take a shot.
Final 10. Krutz reaches for the left leg, can't pull it in. Wrestlers break apart. Teresi tried to just drive through, and it'll end 4-2 for Joe Teresi of Ocean Township over Phillipsburg's Cody Krutz. We're through 12. It's Phillipsburg 37 and Ocean Township 16. Sean Stachelitis for Phillipsburg at 106, a sophomore 10-13. Blake Tarnowski, a junior 17-4 for Ocean Township. Frank Leitner will be the referee for this one. Barrel roll by Tarnowski, and he has a takedown.
Both wrestlers at 107.
Leads Stashalitis 2-0.
Tarnowski beat Monroe's Mike Mastillo 9-7. And Stashalitis lost to Mastillo 6-4.
Tarnowski reaching inside for the right wrist, and they're off the mat. Frank Leitner, the referee for this one. Stashalitis gets set. Right hand tight waist by Tarnowski. Stashalitis trying to stand as he tears at the hands. He has the escape. 2-1. Tarnowski diving in right away on Stashalitis' left leg, trying to pick that leg up. Stashalitis hopping up and down on the right foot. Trips Stashalitis, gets the takedown. Tarnowski ahead 4-1. Trying to work a hazard tilt, pulling the left arm all the way across the body, trying to tilt Stashalitis to his right. 1 count, 2. With 15 seconds to go here, they're off in 2 back points for Tarnowski, and he leads Stashalitis 6-1. Stashalitis sits. Tarnowski wraps the tight waist around his left side, trying to work a tilt to the left side. It's 6-1 Tarnowski after 1. And Tarnowski chose neutral to start the second. Trying to work a front head and arm. Head outside the right side of Stashalitis. Trying to circle around to his right and lock up a cradle. He got the takedown. Tarnowski is ahead 8-1. Trying to control the left elbow. Trying to turn Stashalitis over to his right. He does. Has a couple of back points coming. 2 back points. It is 10-1 Tarnowski. Off they go. They'll go back to the center. Dave Post had a pretty good handle on this thing tonight. Thought the Stateliners could get, depending on the matchups, definitely one or both at 120, 126. They got them. Got 132. Got 1 out of 2 at 45 and 52 with D'Onofrio. Here's a tilt to the right side. More back points coming for Tarnowski. Controlling that right wrist. And then tilting Stashalitis out to his right. Pulling the left arm across the body. 2 back points. 12-1 Tarnowski. And the Stateliners get Zistowny at 160, Pearson at 182, Wicks at 195, Horvath at 220. And expects the Stateliners to, with James Day, to get 113. Final 5 seconds here for Tarnowski, trying to drive a bar from the left side and step across. We're through 2. And Tarnowski leads Stashalitis 12-1. And they are neutral in the third. Stashalitis reaches for the right leg behind the knee, can't get it. Dives in on that right leg. Hand and a wrist, trying to go to a double. Has a hand and a wrist locked behind the right knee. Tarnowski pulling up on the left ankle of Stashalitis. Stateliner trying to pick him up. Now wants to try and spin around to Tarnowski's right. And there's a takedown for Stateliner. 12-3 in favor of Tarnowski. Stateliner has trapped both legs, has to come up and does. 1 minute to go in the bout here at 106. Off they go.
Stateliner gets himself in on a leg and often seems to be stuck there. And that time was able to sweep his way around to get the takedown.
Tarnowski gets set. Stateliner left hand tight waist. Controlling the left wrist. Tarnowski trying to stand. Stateliner has the right leg, has to cut him. On the escape, it's 13-3. Stateliner dove in at the right leg, couldn't pull it in. Front head and arm by Tarnowski. Stateliner pops out of that. Stateliner trying to snap and spin around to Tarnowski's right. Still coming, hooks a leg. There's a takedown for Stateliner. 13-5. That'll be the final. A major decision for Blake Tarnowski, 13-5 over Sean Stateliner. We go to the final bout of the night. It's Phillipsburg 37 and Ocean Township 20. Chris Loyola, who's making his first varsity start of the season, a junior, facing James Day, a sophomore, 22-6. Loyola did have one varsity appearance last year. Day's in on the right leg behind the knee. Day has a takedown, leads 2-0. Trying to work a hazard tilt and rolling on through. Now he rolls him back the other way. 2 count, 3, 4, 5. 3 back points coming for Day. He gets the 3 back. 5-0 Day. This normally would be the weight class for Dimitri Paneros, but he weighed in up at 120 tonight. And Dimitri just back after just back in the lineup after being injured, suffered a torn labrum in the opening tournament of the season. Day will cut Loyola. Check it. He will ride him.
Day has a 1-pound advantage.
Breaks down Loyola. Loyola fighting to his knees. There's the hazard tilt again. We'll load it now. He's got the left arm barred. Steps across with the bar. Had Loyola on his back. Loyola rolls on through. 2 back points for Day. He leads 7-0. Half Nelson from the right side takes the left wrist and takes him over, and a body press, and James Day gets the fall. In 1:16 seconds. Final score tonight. Phillipsburg 43 and Ocean Township 20. Stateliners with 5 falls, a major, and 3 regular decisions to beat Ocean Township with a fall, 2 majors, and 2 regular decisions tonight. Phillipsburg Ocean Township Wrestling, brought to you by Rothman Orthopedics, proud to be the exclusive partner of the NJSIAA and to support Stateliner Athletics. Visit RothmanOrtho.com to make an appointment and stop dealing with pain. Get back to truly living. By Ahart, Frinzy & Smith, recognized as one of the leading insurance agencies in the United States. Find out more at afsinsurance.com. By Urco Credit Union, 450 Hillcrest Boulevard in Phillipsburg and 2240 Northampton Street in Easton. Great rates, low fees. Clean up those after the holidays bills with a low-cost personal loan. Visit us at ercocu.com. By the Firth Youth Center, a proud promoter of youth athletics. Find them at www.firthyouthcenter.com. By Open Mic, for exclusive coverage of the Stateliners and the entire Hunterd and Warren, Sussex area, follow Mike Weileman's blog at mikeopen.blogspot.com. Follow the Stateliners on Facebook at Phillipsburg HS Wrestling. By Welcome to the Pit, a history of Phillipsburg Wrestling is available. Order yours on Amazon today. And follow Phillipsburg Wrestling on Twitter at Pberg HS Wrestling. That's Pberg HS WRESTLIN. So we began the match tonight at 120 pounds, where the Stateliners' Logan Matsko scored a 10-4 decision over Gio Paneros. At 126, Joe Inamorado of the Stateliners, a fall with an arm bar in 3:04 over Alex Taylor. At 132, Jason Tino of the Stateliners, a fall with an arm bar in 3:05 over A.J. Benner. Phillipsburg on top 15-0 after 3. 138, Jack Neese, an 8th place finisher a year ago for the Spartans, won a 16-6 major decision over Hunter Cleaver, cutting the Phillipsburg advantage to 15-4. They cut it to 15-10 at 145. Alex Paneros, a fall with a power half in 3:07 over Jared Kukor. 152, Matt D'Onofrio of Phillipsburg scored a 6-3 decision over Nick Benner, 18-10 Phillipsburg. 160, Nate Sestowney, a fall with a power half in 29 seconds to make it 24-10 Phillipsburg. That was at our midway point through 7, and that fall came over Williams Laro Salir. At 170, Jared Tracy of Ocean Township won a 10-3 decision over the Stateliners' Jay Polito. At 182, David Pearson of Phillipsburg scored a 13-2 major decision over Tajay Phillips. Through 9, 28-13 Phillipsburg. 195, Jake Wicks of Phillipsburg got a fall in 3:19 over Christian Pettit, 34-13 Phillipsburg. And at 220, Gage Horvath iced it for the Stateliners. He scored a 10-5 decision over Alejandro Villaraga. Stateliners through 11 with an insurmountable 37-13 lead. 285, Joe Teresi of Ocean Township, a winner by decision over the Stateliners' Cody Krutz, 4-2. That cut it to 37-16. At 106, Blake Tarnowski of Ocean Township built himself a 12-1 lead and scored a 13-5 major decision over Sean Stashalitis of the Stateliners, 37-20 Phillipsburg. Then at 112, James Day of Phillipsburg, a fall with a half Nelson in a minute 16. The Stateliners winning over Chris Loyola. Phillipsburg winning 43-20 tonight at Phillipsburg High School in the final regular season match. Phillipsburg with 5 falls, a major, 3 regular decisions, and Ocean Township had a fall, 2 majors, and 2 regular decisions. And now the Stateliners get set for the sectional tournament, which will begin Monday here, 6 o'clock. Will be the start time, 6 o'clock the start time, as they will take on Milburn.
So pins from Wicks, Inamorano, Tino, Zastowney, and Day. And takedown advantage for Stateliners tonight, 16-13.
And so the Stateliners will enter their sectional play at 13-2 on the season. Ocean Township will fall to 13-6. And Ocean Township in Central Jersey Group 3, they will be in action on Monday as well. And the Stateliners hosting Milburn. Last year, Phillipsburg had Linden in the quarters and beat Linden 66-9. Then in the sectional semis, defeated Cranford 41-16. North Hunterdon in the sectional final 28-19 a year ago. And Coach Dave Post has joined us, and again, a pretty good effort by the kids with a bunch of bonus points and a 23-point win.
Yeah, and the thing we've been really focusing on a lot is taking ground and controlling tie-ups and continuing to press the pace. We talked about that a lot in our last post-match interview, and we did it again tonight. We get to our tie-up, we make sure that we're being the aggressor the whole time, and you get rewarded. That's what's great about this new rule. Some people are very critical of the new rule, but it rewards kids that wrestle hard. Great example was Wix's match and Horvath's match. If you continue, those were close matches, but only one guy was really pushing the pace. And if you continue to do that, the officials have been instructed to make sure you reward the wrestler that's actually wrestling the bout. So it's been an important focus for us. We really kind of learned it out in Chicago, and we've really executed now.
Got off to a very good start tonight. You jumped out to 15-0.
Yeah, Logan looked great 2 nights in a row. That he's really, he's clicking on all cylinders, and I think he's finally gotten adjusted to 122, and he looks great. And what a better time to look like that.
And then, going up the line, you end up, you knock off some district place winners and even some regional place winners a year ago.
Sure, yeah, they're not a bad team. They had 4 guys at states last year. Really solid through the middle. They match up pretty well with us through those that one 30, 38, 45, even 52, even the 32 and 52 pounders. Those are good wrestlers, and we were able to go out there and. I think it's important that our kids just don't look at, they don't look at the stats. They don't go and read stuff online. They just go out and they execute, and they know if they do that, they're going to have a chance to beat anybody.
It's not looking ahead, but you start the year, and one of the goals always is at Phillipsburg is a state championship, and you start that quest on Monday.
Absolutely, yeah. We don't have to say much to our kids. They know what's at stake. The great thing is when we keep telling them that you've been here before. This isn't going to be; these matches aren't going to be your biggest match of your career. They may be for others, but they're not going to be their biggest match. So there's no reason to have any concern. I don't think that they would never. They're Peabody kids. They know what this week means.
Congratulations on the win. We won't see you Monday, but we will be here on Wednesday night to face the winner of the 4-5 match.
Great. We'll see you then.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Dave Post, head coach of the Stateliners. Win number 160 for the coach in his career in his 10th season at Phillipsburg against 25 defeats. The Stateliners since 1979-80 go to 521, 68-1 against all New Jersey competition. And all time at Phillipsburg, it's win number 988, 988 wins, 268 defeats, and 7 losses. So the Stateliners with the win will go to 13-2 on the season. You have been watching Stateliner Sports Network's presentation of Phillipsburg High School Wrestling. Repeating tonight's final score, it was Phillipsburg 43 and Ocean Township 20. Join us for our next broadcast on Wednesday at approximately 6:50. Stay tuned to Facebook in case that moves to a 6 o'clock start. The Stateliners will host the semifinal in North Jersey Section 2, Group 4. For Bob Kerr, executive producer Jake Kosa, and production associate Dylan Renner, I'm Mike Moore, saying thank you for watching Phillipsburg High School Wrestling. Good night.